guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Everything would begin when Son Goku activated for the first time the Ultra Instinct against Jiren, with the help of Genki-dama. In that same instant, the great priest Daishinkan would be very thoughtful to observe how a simple mortal had reached the state that many gods longed to possess, and that despite training for thousands of years, they were not able to activate it. The Saiyan of Universe 7 Son Goku really is a being that gives us many surprises. Has managed to activate the Ultra Defensive Instinct, but still plans to attack. Everything would continue normally until the moment Son Goku reached the maximum power of Ultra Instinct. Daishinkan could be surprised because the Saiyan Son Goku was able to rise to the top of all the gods. With this, there's no doubt. Lord Goku will be my successor, and he'll be more powerful than any priest from any other multiverse. At the end of the Tournament of Power, all would return to their respective universes. All the beings of Universe 7 were on planet Earth, with some later when Frieza and Broly had arrived on planet Earth, and with the victory of Gogeta, after approximately 3 days of this event, the Great Priest would appear on planet Earth. However, he would not find Son Goku anywhere until at that moment he had met with Master Roshi. "Oh, Great Master Roshi, one question. Do you know where Son Goku is?"
"Of course I do. From what I understood, he has gone to train on Kyo-sama's planet."
"Thank you very much. With your permission." Daishinkan would leave quickly. He would arrive in a matter of seconds. That's right, the speed of Daishinkan possessed was tons of times superior to Whis. The moment he arrived, he would be able to observe Lord Goku training. "Lord Goku, no matter how powerful you are, you always want to surpass all your limits. That's what we want in the realm of everything."
"Damn it! I can't activate the Ultra Instinct again!"
"I can help you with that, Mr. Goku." Goku and Kyo-sama went back to where the voice came from, realizing that it was the High Priest Kyo-sama was very nervous, as he didn't know how to react to one of the most powerful beings in all the universes.
"Daishinkan-sama, is it true what you said? Can you help me awaken the Ultra Instinct again?"
"That's right, Goku, because I'll personally train you so that in the future you'll be able to protect your friend Zeno-sama." Goku would be very surprised by what he heard since he just wanted to be more powerful, and he didn't want any divine charges.
"Thank you very much, Daishinkan-sama, but I don't wish to be the new High Priest."
"Only if you accept will I be able to train you, since the training I plan to give you is a high-ranking divine world, where only priest candidates can enter." Goku, much more intrigued and knowing that he could also protect all universes, Goku to accept without thinking so much. "In that case, come with me, Lord Goku."
"Of course! Thank you very much, Kyo-sama. I'll go train with the High Priest." Daishinkan and Son Goku would quickly disappear in an instant. The moment they arrived at the realm of everything, Daishinkan would explain everything that had happened to Zeno-sama, who would accept it immediately and very happy. "Of course, Daishinkan. Train Son Goku to be my most powerful guardian in the future." "As you command, great Zeno-sama. Lord Goku, I hope you're prepared for my training, for you will wish to die." "No matter if my bones are destroyed, I'll accept it now because I know that I can become much more powerful than I am now."
"That way, let's begin. First, we'll increase your base power, so that you'll enter the divine dimension. You'll not be crushed by the pressure." At that moment, Daishinkan would begin to unlock the hidden power of Son Goku. That's right, what they needed first was to combine all his power, since the High Priest had realized that within his evil part had remained 50% of all his power. If they could combine both powers, Son Goku's power would not only double, perhaps it could even multiply 6 times more by uniting all his Saiyan cells. After a month, Daishinkan would manage to unite both consciousness. The result of this had been that Son Goku would be much more serious than before and didn't trust any warrior. That is, he had taken the cold personality of a Saiyan while still loving all his family and loved ones.
"Daishinkan-sama, thanks so much for this month. I've been able to release 100% of my ability as a Saiyan. I'm very grateful. Now, I'm ready to enter the dimension."
"It's not time yet, Son Goku. Now that we have united all your power, we'll increase your base state so that each transformation you will be much more powerful."
"I understand, Master."
At that moment, Daishinkan and Son Goku would begin to train very hard. The trainings generally were about combats and to lift great weights.
in order to strengthen much more of their bones and be able to support all the power that fell on the Saiyans. Meanwhile, on the planet of the God Destroyer Beerus, this of equal form was training, since he didn't wish to be surpassed by Son Goku. Whis, starting today, I want to be much stronger training than the one you gave to Son Goku and Vegeta. Well, Mr. Beerus, after so many years you have asked me to train seriously again. The only thing you did was to keep in shape, but you didn't care about your power. Of course, wasn't worried about my power since I'm a prodigy and the most powerful god of all the universes. But when I realized the power of Son Goku, I can't let myself be overcome so easily. I won't let him leave me behind. I understand, Mr. Beerus. You also want to master the Ultra Instinct to its maximum splendor, as far as I can tell. No, Whis. I want to master the Ultra Instinct and the Ultra Ego, and then combine both doctrines. What you're asking for is something that's never been realized. Exactly. I want to be the first god to take my status beyond that of a supreme god. I want to possess both great powers and be able to combine them. I don't know what'll happen, but of course I'll train you, Mr. Beerus. At that same moment, the great training of the god Beerus had begun his training. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, the Prince of the Saiyans likewise did not want to be left behind, so he was training in the gravity machines. Damn it! I won't let Kakarot's insight become much more powerful than me, so I'll reach the Ultra Instinct. Vegeta would also continue with his great training. After a certain period of time where Beerus and Vegeta needed a training partner, Whis would go to planet Earth in search of the Prince of the Saiyans. Mr. Vegeta, Mr. Beerus has requested your presence, as he wishes to train with you. I think that's excellent, since I also need a training partner. Right, Whis? Don't you know where the Kakarot bug is? No, Mr. Vegeta, as far as I can tell, Mr. Goku is not in Universe 7. Vegeta, a little serious, would say to himself, So you too, Kakarot. You're looking for a way to break all your limits. I think this is excellent. Whis and the Prince of the Saiyans would go all over the universe until he reached the planet of Beerus. However, Beerus would not give him any time because at that precise moment he would launch himself against Vegeta, who was, with his training, always had his guard up, being able to dodge a sneaky hit. So, we start strong. I think this is excellent. Vegeta at that moment would return the blow, and likewise Beerus would be able to dodge without any difficulty. That moment, both warriors began to exchange fists at high speed, which only Whis was able to observe. Wow, I can tell you've been training, Vegetation. I could say the same thing. The power you possess now doesn't compare to at least the power you possessed before. After some time, Whis would interpret the fight, ending it. Both of you have a great level of power, but you think too much when attacking, and your opponents can take advantage of that. Especially you, Vegeta. I know, Whis. Can't relax my body completely. Mr. Beerus, you train on your own because if you want to increase your battle level, you need a being that is powerful as you or even surpass you. I understand, Whis. Beerus would leave to train on another planet while Whis, observing the destructive style of the Saiyan Vegeta, would come to the conclusion that his doctrine could not be the Ultra Instinct since this was the state of peace and calm, very contrary to the Ultra Ego, which the state was chaos and destruction. Mr. Vegeta, you'll be able to master the Ultra Ego at 100% of its full power. Ultra Ego? That's right, it's the opposite of Ultra Instinct, and likewise all your senses increase. Not as much as Ultra Instinct, but unlike Ultra Instinct, all your energy will be a destructive aura, and likewise it is a maximum defense. How is it supposed to be a maximum defense if it doesn't enhance my senses like Ultra Instinct? Sometimes you Saiyans only use your head to fight. It'll be a maximum defense because if any warrior with a higher level power than yours makes contact with your aura, it will disappear and will not leave your atoms of you behind. I understand. Ready to reach the Ultra Ego. I'll surpass Kakarot. Vegeta's training would begin to reach the Ultra Ego, returning to Zeno-sama's castle. Goku had already increased his power in an overwhelming way. So much, he had increased his power that only by transforming into Super Saiyan, he was able to defeat a destroyer god. With his divine phases, he was able to face an angel, but he still didn't have the power to defeat them. The power you've obtained in this month and a half has been amazing. Apparently you're a prodigy of the Saiyan race. I'm not, but training and effort will always beat talent. I agree with you, Mr. Goku. Let's train for another half month and we'll be able to enter this dimension. As you wish, Master. Daishinkan and Son Goku would continue training, where even the Guardians were watching them and were a little surprised by the progress Son Goku was able to achieve. The talent of this mortal surpasses even many of our species, and with the effort he uses every day, he's capable of surpassing all of us. He'll be the most powerful Guardian in any multiverse. In that half month, the High Priest was able to make Son Goku regain his tail. With your tail, you'll be able to release great power, since in it sleeps the destructive power of the Oozaru, but you must master that form and you'll reach Super Saiyan Phase 4. I always lose control, but I'll try. You will now possess great divine power, so I trust you. Goku would begin to transform into Oozaru. However, all his fur was a bright white color. That's right, the power of Son Goku had completely been combined with his Ultra Instinct. After a few minutes, where the entire palace of Zeno-sama was destroyed, a large explosion could be seen. Son Goku, which had changed its appearance to a much more intimidating way. Goku had created a great light all around him. That's right, Goku had access to the Super Saiyan Phase 4 Celestial, since his fur was a bright white color which made him look like a being at the top. With the power, he was able to beat some angels of lesser power. But with the angel Whis of Universe 7, he would have a very even battle, because Whis was the most powerful angel among the 12. The power of that mortal god with the transformations is incredible. I can't believe it. In a matter of approximately 2 months, he's achieved results that even deities like us take years to achieve. The power that I possess is now amazing. I can't believe all the ki that runs through my body. I feel that I could kill any being. Congratulations, Goku. From that moment on, you'll have the transformation activated so that you can control all the energy drain. I understand, Master. I'll do what you ask me, since thanks to your knowledge I have reached all this majestic power. I congratulate you, my friend. You're becoming a being that'll be hard to surpass. Thank you, Zen-chan. And all this power will be to protect you. Goku and Daishinkan continued training for approximately 1 more week. At the end of the week, Goku would ask to go to the planet Earth because he wanted to visit all his family and friends. At that moment, Daishinkan saw a great opportunity because he wanted his disciple to face the most powerful angel of all the universes. Oh, Mr. Goku, but first we must pay a visit to the planet Beerus. Sure, no problem. Daishinkan and Goku would leave quickly to Universe 7 at an incredible speed. Meanwhile, in those 3 weeks, the Prince of the Saiyans had been able to master all his power and reach Ultra Ego. Although he did not master it 100%, he could only master 54%. Whis, the power I have now is amazing. I can't believe it. Now I'll be able to defeat Kakarot's insect. I doubt it, Vegeta. You still have a long way to go to be at my level. But that's Mr. Goku's voice. At that moment, a portal would open out of the same Daishinkan and Son Goku, but everyone would be surprised to observe how Son Goku's appearance had changed too much, and by the clothes he was wearing. Beerus, who was able to feel the ki, was more advanced than Vegeta, was able to observe the aura of Son Goku as that of a giant. That's right, the aura of Vegeta, and his looked tiny next to the aura of Son Goku. What kind of training has Son Goku been doing? His power surpasses us by dozens of times. I don't understand the level he's at now. God Destroyer Beerus and Whis. I'm here with Lord Goku and I wish him for you, Whis, the most powerful angel of all the universes, to face him. Are you serious, Father? I wouldn't want to hurt Lord Goku. Don't worry, Whis, but you better not underestimate me, or you'll get badly hurt. That's not Mr. Goku's attitude. He's more serious and it seems he doesn't trust his opponents at all. There is nothing more to say. Let them begin. At that precise moment, Goku would move at a speed that neither Beerus nor Vegeta were able to follow. They only observed how Whis would be able to ascend flying to some mountains, falling without any defense. Goku would appear in front of everyone with his fur all shining. What the hell happened? I wasn't able to observe anything. Is that really Kakarot? His power has surpassed even that of a destroyer god with ease. Well, now I understand why I don't trust you, Mr. Goku. Your power increased in an incredible way, but with that alone you won't be able to defeat me. I already knew that. because if I defeated you with a simple attack, you wouldn't have to be called the most powerful angel of all the universes. Whis at that moment would increase his power to the maximum, since he felt that if he didn't give his all on the battlefield, he wouldn't be able to do anything. Goku and Whis began to exchange blows all around. At that moment, Daishinkan would create a small sphere of energy in his finger and would throw it at the whole planet and would create a giant barrier so that no planet on the universe would be affected. Whis' power is amazing, but unlike him, I'm only using 67% of my full power. Whis at that moment would give him a powerful blow, which would make him go through some mountains around him. I don't think he'll be able to get up from that hit. Father, Son Goku's power is incredible, but he is not yet able at the level of a supreme level of angel like me. Whis, don't be so confident. You might have a big surprise. At that moment, the whole planet of Beerus would start to shake, and he would come with Goku from the crater at a great speed. And Goku increased his speed so much that even in a moment, Whis lost him from Whis just feeling a huge pain in his abdomen. That's right, Goku had given him a great blow, which would make him spit blood. I can't believe it. Goku was able to make Whis bite the ground. He has left him in a terrible condition with just one hit. No, that wasn't a single blow. That blow was Kakarot Insect's dealt to Whis was extremely powerful. It would have been able to finish any of us off. Whis was on the ground writhing in pain and was not able to do anything at all. At that moment, Goku would bend down to the ground and grab him by the hair while he created an energy sword in his hand. You should have never trusted me. The power I possess now is capable of killing a supreme level angel. I'm Kakarot, the Saiyan that was raised on Earth. Toon grunts, the blow that you've given me has stopped all of my energy veins. That's right, I combine my blows with angelic energy to be able to stop all the energy veins for only 5 minutes. But that battle was fatal, since only 10 seconds would be enough to finish you off. At that moment, Goku would stand up while Whis would remain on the ground badly injured. At that moment, Daishinkan would approach Whis and begin to heal him quickly. Son Goku's the winner. Vegeta would approach Goku. Kakarot, is that you? How do you have such great power? Of course it's me, Vegeta, but I know that I must not trust any of my opponents, and I'll be the new High Priest, so I must be much more powerful. Everyone would be surprised to know that Goku would be the new High Priest. Is that what Son Goku's really saying? Daishinkan-sama? That's right, Beerus. What Lord Goku has said is the right thing. He's my successor. We'll let him go. Thank you very much for the training. We're leaving. Goku and Daishinkan would have to leave planet Earth quickly. Meanwhile, with Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta had all been surprised by the words that the High Priest had said to him. Whis, did he really defeat you, or did you let him defeat you? No, Mr. Beerus, I wasn't really able to do anything against him, and what I could notice is the amazing power he released. I'm sure it wasn't all his power. I can't believe this, but what kind of transformation was that? I don't know, Mr. Vegeta, but we must investigate so as not to be left behind. Even I will join your training. I'll not be overshadowed by a mortal. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, Goku had arrived with all his family and friends, given the news that he would be the new High Priest. Everyone would congratulate him for his new divine position. At that moment, Goten and Gohan would arrive in the same way, congratulating him. I'll come to see you whenever I have time, but don't stop training. And if an enemy arrives that's capable of destroying the Earth, press the button, and I'll arrive immediately. Thank you, Father. And the next time you'll come, I'll be much more powerful than now. You'll feel very proud of me, Father. I promise you. I'm already proud of you, son. You, Gohan, don't stop training either. You have an incredible hidden power. I trust you. At that moment, Goku and Daishinkan would return to training in the Kingdom of Everything to continue with their furtive training. Meanwhile, a being in the shadows was watching them, especially Son Goku. The power of that Saiyan seems to be something great. If I manage to manipulate it, it'll be a great candidate to my army. Goku and Daishinkan would continue training, but Goku, having his senses much more active, would feel that somewhat of an incredible negative energy was watching them. Goku in that instant would teleport quickly behind that being. Who the hell are you? And why are you spying on us? Komaru would be surprised since his ki had disappeared to zero. How were you able to find me? That's none of your business, but since I can see that you have no good intentions, I'll end your life this very instant. Goku at that moment had given a strong blow to Komaru, which would fall to the palace of Zeno-sama. Goku on this occasion had not been contained, at the least hitting him with the maximum power. Daishinkan observed that the Fallen would recognized him immediately.
Gamoru of the neighboring multiverse, what do you want?
I may be scum or whatever, but I don't give out information from my multiverse. In that case, we'll finish you off! Goku would begin to massacre Gamoru, or better said, he was torturing him. Gamoru was doing what he was necessary to defend himself, but he was not able to do anything to get rid of Son Goku's attack. After 12 minutes of torture, Gamoru would begin to speak. My king has sent me to all the multiverses in search of warriors of great power, since we want to be the most powerful multiverse of all. So they want to recruit warriors from other universes, or rather they want to manipulate them since their aura gives them away. Damned ones. Gamoru would beg for his life, but with the new Saiyan who possessed a cold heart, he wouldn't be fooled by anything or anyone. At that moment, Goku would form a small attack and throw it at Gamoru's body, turning him into simple dust.
That's what a guardian should do, protect the integrity of his entire multiverse. But it seems strange to me that the king of the neighboring multiverses want more warriors.
What do you mean, Daishinkan-sama?
The neighboring multiverse is full of beings of great power, and their weakest warriors capable of giving me a fight. Even me.
Goku would be astonished by what the High Priest said. That means we must become even more powerful.
You're right, Son Goku. Now you're ready to enter the divine realm, where only beings of great power are worthy to enter.
Daishinkan at that moment would create a portal where both would enter. At the moment Goku would arrive at that place, he was surprised by the ki he felt. That's right, everyone possessed an absurdly unreal battle power. I can't believe how many powerful beings are there in this place.
That's why I asked you to increase your battle level.
At that moment in front of him would appear a very beautiful woman, similar to Daishinkan. Wow, after millions of years you have returned, Daishinkan. Tell me, who is the new guy?
He's my successor.
Mikoshin would be very surprised. Mikoshin at that moment would give a strong blow to Goku, who was not able to dodge it, and in the same way increased her power a little. From the sky, fireballs would begin to fall. Goku had been sent flying hundreds of meters by a strong blow from Mikoshin. That's right, that angel had even more overwhelming power than Daishinkan itself. Goku would receive the blow in that instant would rush towards Mikoshin. However, to Goku's surprise, the power, which contained 60% of all his power, was stopped by a single hand of Mikoshin. How the hell did you do that? My power's not low, but you're a goddess in every sense of the word. What the hell are you? I'm a simple angel, but unlike everyone else, I love to train and break all my limits every day. Goku, without giving up, would go back to attack. However, the blows that Mikoshin gave were only to neutralize those of Son Goku, which in comparison to her were too weak, and Mikoshin limited herself to attack with the same power of Son Goku so as not to cause havoc on the whole place. I am satisfied. This time Daishinkan has brought someone truly powerful. Mikoshin at that moment would move like lightning all over the place and with a single blow would knock Son Goku out of combat.
I think you've gone a little overboard, Mikoshin. He'll be the new High Priest.
If he will be the protector of Zeno-sama, he must understand that there will always be beings that overwhelm him in power.
Of course I understand, but he has only been training with me for 6 months. You shouldn't exaggerate so much with him.
Mikoshin at that moment would be very surprised.
I beg your pardon? He's only been training with you for 6 months? Are you kidding me?
I know it's hard to believe, but it's the reality. Son Goku is the being who won the Tournament of Power and the only mortal to reach the perfect Ultra Instinct, something that no god has achieved with thousands of years of training.
How old is your disciple?
By my reckoning, in mortal years, he'd be about 45 years old. He's too young.
Mikoshin's astonishment would grow much more to know that a being less than 100 years has achieved such overwhelming power.
I hope I can count on your support to help me train him, since you're much more powerful than me, and we wish to surpass each other in the multiverse.
Of course I will help you. That's why you don't have to worry. When he wakes up, we will start with his training.
Meanwhile, in Beerus' planet, Whis was still very surprised by the beating that Son Goku had given him. But he was not the only one, since Vegeta and Beerus were also very surprised by the power that Son Goku possessed.
how Son Goku has achieved all that power in this short period of time.
So that's why he wasn't in our universe. The Kakarot insect got Daishinkan-sama himself to train him.
That's right, Mr. Vegeta is correct. As I see, my father has trained him, and Mr. Goku was able to reach his limit, being able to surpass a supreme angel like me because of his quick learning.
They were all talking quietly, but at that moment, a very powerful being was watching them. A being that would be able to defeat Mikoshi, Daishinkan, and a being that was thought to have sealed millions of years ago.
Well, apparently Daishinkan's bastard has a new disciple. That hurts, since I was his first disciple.
Akura, who would be that being to continue to observe all the universes, that's right. Akura wanted to be the king of everything. However, Daishinkan together with Zeno-sama sealed him millions of years ago, or so they thought, because that's what they had sealed was a cloning technique.
I'm not going to stay so far behind Kakarot. Let's keep training, Whis.
Vegeta's right. I won't let Son Goku leave me so far behind all his power. I must try harder, but I will overcome all my limits.
Well, you won't be the only ones who'll be training, because from now on I'll be training hard to overcome my limits.
At that moment, Beerus and Vegeta began to train together, making the whole planet tremble. Meanwhile, Whis began to meditate, since the energy source of angels came from peace. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Zeno-sama was very bored. However, a bad feeling felt through his body.
What had happened? What's this feeling of terror all over me?
At that moment, one of the Guardians would enter a little wounded.
Zeno-sama, it's a universal emergency, but we must save him. What happened?
At that moment, a great explosion would leave only fire all around, and a voice that Zeno-sama would recognize would make him tremble.
Zeno-sama, I'm back. Let's finish what we left millions of years ago.
The Guardian of Zeno-sama would send him flying to the planet of the most powerful god, referring to Beerus. Zeno-sama was heading at an incredible speed.
I know you can revive us, but if you fall, the 12 universes will be engulfed in a total annihilation.
Akura, with a single blow, would pierce the Guardian, taking his life. But before dying, the Guardian would be able to tell him something that would leave Akura thinking a little bit.
The disciple of Daishinkan will be able to defeat you. I'm sure of it.
In that instant, the Guardian would lose his life. Meanwhile, on the planet of Beerus, a light would arrive to the planet, where everyone would stop their training. Whis and Beerus would be surprised to observe Zeno-sama in those terrible conditions.
Zeno-sama, but what happened? This is unbelievable. I have no idea who was the being capable of leaving the King of Everything in this condition.
The being that must have left the King of Everything in this condition must be incredibly powerful. I don't know what I should do. Whis, communicate quickly with Daishinkan. Akura's returned.
Whis would change his expression to a much more serious one, given to understand that it was an emergency situation. Whis at that moment was trying to communicate would be in vain. That's right, Akura, upon knowing that the Great Priest would not in the palace at all, decide to make his attack, and with the last words of the Guardian decided to block all types of communication.
Zeno-sama, it's impossible for me to contact Daishinkan-sama.
Damn it. If that's the case, Akura finish us all off without any difficulty.
At that moment, Vegeta, observing everything that happened, would concentrate and being able to contact his father, King Vegeta.
Father, can you hear me? Vegeta, is that you? This is no time for explanations, but it's me. I want you to contact Kakarot's father, Bardock, and tell him to return immediately. The 12 universes are at risk, and the being that plans to finish them all is called Akura.
Long time no hear, son. But okay, I'll do it.
King Vegeta would start looking for Bardock all over the underworld. After a few hours, he'd succeed in finding him.
Bardock, communicate quickly with your son Kakarot and warn him that he must return from emergency. You'll be able to communicate by having a parental connection. Okay, Kakarot! Can you hear me?
At that moment, Goku was training with Miko-sama, increasing his levels in a way that's never been seen before. Being much more powerful than Daishinkan, his training was much more effective. At that moment, Bardock's voice would take Son Goku out of orbit, which at that moment would receive a strong blow. However, Goku was able to recover from the blow and communicate with his father.
Father, is that you?
That's right, son, but there's no time for that. The 12 universes are in danger from a guy named Akura.
What's going on, Father? I don't understand anything.
Tell your master, he'll understand.
Goku would finish his training, telling Master Daishinkan what his father had told him. When he finished, Daishinkan as well as Miko were frozen. What's wrong? Somebody explain to me. Akura is a being that one day gave trouble even to us beings that surpass the level of a supreme angel.
But how's this possible? We must return immediately.
I will go with you. Akura's power is not easy at all. Daishinkan at that moment would try to unite the dimensions to be able to get out of that place, however it was impossible. That's right, the barrier that Akura had placed had surpassed everything known so far. Meanwhile, returning to the planet of Beerus, Akura had arrived prostrating in front of everyone.
Long time no see, Whis. If you understand me to the king at all and swear loyal to me, I'll spare your life and allow you to be one of my servants.
All of him, without warning, went on the attack. However, even if all their blows hit him, they were not able to make a single scratch. At that moment, Whis would communicate with Vegeta. My father, Mr. Goku, has not returned yet. It must be because of a seal that this damned guy used. Use all your mental power and contact Goku. Since you are of the same race and are a prodigy Saiyan, I know you could do something. Vegeta at that moment, with his maximum power, began to contact mentally with Son Goku. While everyone else did this time, after 6 minutes, Vegeta was able to contact Son Goku.
Kakarot, we need you. Tell me, what do I do that they can come back?
Vegeta, increase your power to the maximum and charge a great energy attack to a specific point, no matter if it's south, north, east, or west. Goku would do everything that Vegeta was telling him to do, while Goku likewise charged a great attack to a specific point.
North!
Both Saiyans launched their attacks towards the north, where the power was so great that the dimensions would collapse together, creating a portal quickly, which Goku would go through, but it would close quickly, not giving Miko or Daishinkan time to go through. Goku at that moment of arrival was now able to observe how his being of his friend Zeno-sama by the neck.
Last words, damn dwarf. Goku, I'll finish you off, so you might as well enjoy your life while you can.
It doesn't matter who that bastard is, he won't be able to return to this place because I've sealed all 12 universes. At that moment, Goku's hand would touch Goku's shoulder, and with a great blow, he would send Akura flying. So much was the power of that blow that it would make him crash to the ground, and he would be dragged since he couldn't stop himself. Zenshan, are you okay?
Goku, I knew you'd come. Thank you very much. Be careful. That warrior's powerful. He possesses the power of Daishinkan.
Goku, let's try to run away until we're able to regroup. Of course not, Beerus-sama. This guy will die in this very place. Thank you very much, Vegeta. I won't forget everything you've done. At that moment, Akura would return to the battlefield furious.
Damn you, who the hell are you? How did you have the power in your punches?
My name's Goku, and I'm the apprentice to the High Priest, so get ready. Akura at that moment would be a little surprised to realize that this being was able to get out of his divine seal.
So you're the legendary Saiyan Goku, the mere mortal who possesses power that goes beyond the gods. But just like you, I'm a legend in life.
At that moment, both subjects stared at each other, and at that moment, they increased their power so much that the whole place began to distort and began to destroy itself in the same way. By my Saiyan pride and my friends, I swear that I, Akura, will defeat you!
I, the most powerful god that's ever existed, swear that I'll end your life and put an end to your legend.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.
Dragon.